Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is kind of a test of me with the new setup. I have the PS5 connected, and today I'm going to talk about my Final Fantasy Platinum Trophy collection. It's a collection that I'm actually really proud of. So let's go ahead and take a look at the PS5, and boom, here we go. So let's go to the trophy collection. Let's scroll down to my very first Final Fantasy Platinum Trophy. One that I'm super proud of. Here we go, here we go. Final Fantasy 13. This was my first Final Fantasy Platinum Trophy. This was the first, I feel like, difficult trophy for me, man. The tough part about this trophy was having to have held every weapon and every accessory. Let me see, what's the percentage of completion on that? That one was only 5.1%. So I had to actually play this game twice in order to do that, because I sold an item that you weren't able to get later on in the game somewhere early on. So here it is, Treasure Hunter. This trophy right here held every weapon and accessory. And I had to play it again and get that platinum. This is one of my favorite Final Fantasy games. I know it's not everybody's favorite, but I love the music, I love the graphics, I love that I platinumed it, and it really felt like a challenge to me. So much so that my next Final Fantasy Platinum would be Final Fantasy 13 2. Platinumed this one back in 2012. This one I didn't like anywhere as near as the first one. It was like a time travel game. I remember just kind of using a guide and going through the motions with this one. I think you had a couple of new characters that it introduced you to, but I didn't really like 13-2. So I didn't platinum any Final Fantasy games for years, man. I kind of did platinums here and there. Well, we could do another video looking through all these. But what I really wanted to do was platinum Final Fantasy VII Remake before Rebirth came out. And what happened was I was searching a trophy guide and I realized that there was a new version of Final Fantasy VII that was released with a trophy list, a game that I love, my first Final Fantasy game ever, and I downloaded it. I guess it's the Steam version. I have Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9 on my PS3 that don't have trophy lists, but I found that they had trophies, and I played Final Fantasy 7, and I platinumed this game, and it's the first time I ever beat the weapons. Like back in the day, I never beat the weapons. I never really learned or took the time to learn how to level up enough, level up the materia and all that. So I was super proud of getting this platinum trophy that I went ahead and platinumed Remake. Now, Remake is a game that I played when it first came out, as you can see, back in 2020. And what I tried to do with this was to just play the game, the main story, get all the trophies that just came along with it, and then beat it on hard mode. And I got my ass handed to me. I didn't realize at the time that you needed to really level up your character before you're able to take on some of these regular enemies, let alone the bosses. So after, using the guides and going through Final Fantasy VII, I went through Remake and I finally got that platinum. And then I would play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which it has to be the hardest platinum trophy that I've ever obtained so far. Man, those... First of all, on hard mode, I already got used to not using items and things of that nature. Some of the bosses had different strats, but it was those damn Chadley missions, those gauntlets of summons back to back, 10 bosses in a row. I literally spent entire days on just one of those rounds. And when I actually beat, not even to get a trophy, just beat one of those rounds, with the legendary battles or what have you, I would scream out loud. My family was wondering what the hell was going on with me, and I finally ended up getting the platinum. It took me a little bit over a month, but I grinded this out like every single day, y'all. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, hardest platinum trophy I've ever obtained. And then at this point, I'm like, okay, I platinum 13 and 13-2 back in the day, platted 7, Remake and Rebirth. I could do anything now. I still had Lightning Returns, Final Fantasy 13-3, that I had played a little bit of it. As you can see, back in 2014, 10 years later, I ran through the whole game to finally get that platinum trophy. And I didn't like this game back in the day, but as I'm playing it, going for the platinum, I really learned to love like the character that this game has. Battle system kind of sucks. The worlds are okay. I mean, it's nowhere near 13. It feels like playing 13 feels like a PS5 game, and this feels like a PS2 game. I'm trying to determine PS2 or PS1. But I got the platinum, so now I got the whole 13 trilogy. And then, as you can see, I went ahead and got that Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core, a game that I played back in the day on PSP, and decided, you know what, before I go on like this, my mind's already going there. Every Final Fantasy Platinum trophy. I'm like, let me knock out, we did all the 13s, let's knock out all the 7s. So I platinumed Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core Reunion, whatever the hell they're calling it. What was the hard part on this? The end? Minerva? The Minerva battle at the end? And beating all of the missions, the 300 missions, was kind of daunting. But I ended up doing it. Only 6.5% of the players did it. Oh, let's play some of this stuff. Oh, this was me just beating Minerva. Let's hear that platinum pop. Ooh. What was tough here? Let me see. So that's the prologue, the chapters. Won a battle for the first time. Deal the 99% damage. It was fun playing as Zack. Yeah, I like this one, yo. It was definitely more of just a battle Final Fantasy, whereas Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is your full-on RPG. Do I have any? Nah, he didn't give me any kind of screens on these video clips. Oh, let's show this one real quick.
Thank you so much, bro, for everything.
Aw, not a lot of people seen this platinum pop, y'all. Not a lot of people. 2% of the players. All right, so after Crisis Core, you know what? I wanted to platinum the Final Fantasy games I already owned. So I went into 15. I had only played like the tutorial back when I first got it. I don't even think, did I even pop a trophy on this until, let me see. 2024 is when I platted it. When did I first play this game? I might not even, no, I didn't even have any trophies. A game that I didn't really love at first, but I ended up loving this game, you guys. The camaraderie between the characters, cooking the damn meals was my last trophy to get the platinum. Going around in that crazy car, whatever the hell it's called. Let me see real quick. Upgrade the Regalia. Drove it, rode a chocobo, flew it.
The high road. Where we're going.
Yo, this felt like Final Fantasy VII. And what's funny, we'll get to it in a moment when I talk about the pixel remasters. They all feel like this. They all start somewhere, and then you can go into the world and walk around, and then drive around, and then fly around. So this was such a cool throwback to that, when the Regalia goes from car to flying vehicle. And it's a sick-looking car, too, man. Anyway, I loved 15. Then I actually went out and bought 16, which I loved as well, man. It's like God of War, Final Fantasy. It's like kaiju battle summons. I really liked 16 a lot, man. It was really fun. It wasn't as loose as 15. 15 was like they were trying to figure out what to do for 7 Rebirth. But 16 was a full-fledged game, beautiful graphics, kind of that old medieval storytelling. Really liked 16. And then, this was a cheap platinum, y'all. We'll get into my most embarrassing platinums. Then I said, you know what? It's time to go to the OGs, man. The Final Fantasy pixel remasters. And I platinumed Final Fantasy 1 through 6. Guys, I loved 1 through 4, I want to say. I mean, it's just so cool to see the first... I'm a first appearance guy in comics. It's so cool to see the first appearance of so many things that you would later see on. Even characters like Sid and Biggs. And the class system and the different type of characters that you can be, on how it all starts being added on from here and there. The leveling up, the different type of systems that they started playing around with. And I really, man, again, even back in these early Final Fantasy games, you get the open world. Which one was the one that had multiple worlds, where you can leave the open world and then there's an even bigger world? I feel like it was 2 or 3. Oh man, I really loved playing Final Fantasy 1 through 6. And this was the thing with like 5 was tough, because 5 had a lot of point of no returns. I had to play it twice, kind of like 13. I had to go up in this bastard, and play it twice in order to platinum it. Oh, which is the one that's got the Gem Mint Blue? Man, look. It's while you're doing it, it's easy to forget everything, but all the accessories that you get and all that. Is this the Gem Mint Blue? Hold on. Nah. All right, whatever. So yeah, 5. Fuck. 5 was tough, man, because of the point of no returns, and then you had 6, which, like I said recently, man. Yeah, I did like 6. But it felt very similar to 1 through 5, and I guess it's because of the pixel remasters, but it didn't blow me away. Like, it wasn't as big of a jump from the other games, like how 7 was as big as a jump. Yeah, and all these games, they were very similar trophies. You had to collect all the treasure chests. You had to defeat every single enemy on the bestiary and all that stuff. So 1 through 6, and I decided then to take a break from Final Fantasy games, and my next one to platinum is Final Fantasy VIII, the remaster. I have it on deck. Oh, you saw it right there. Right here to play it. I know 8 is doable, and I'm just dreading going into Final Fantasy IX. That damn jump rope trophy. I'm scared of it, and I've never even played it. But real quick, let's just count down all the Final Fantasy trophies. We've got the remasters, so that's 6 right there. We got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And it should be 15 then with the 2 that I got back in the day. Where is it? Here's 14, and then my very first one, 15, y'all. The one that started it all. So I am going to try to platinum Final Fantasy VIII. Then I'm going to go to 9. Then I got 10 and 10-2. I have that on the PS4. And then I don't know. I don't even know if 12 or 14 have platinum trophies you can get. I think they do. Well, I don't even know about 11 and 14. Those are MMOs. Anyway, that's my Final Fantasy Platinum collection. Follow me on PlayStation Network, GemMintYT. And thanks for watching. Stay minty fresh. Peace.